Hi guys, today what we're going to do is we're going to work out the area between a curve and a line. Alright, so let's get straight into it. If we have something like this, where we have to find the enclosed area, how are we going to find the enclosed area? Well, first and foremost, we need to actually work out what the x-coordinate here and the x-coordinate here is. So let's solve this. The way we solve it is we just let y equal x plus 5, which also equals 7 minus x squared, which means that if we put everything on the other side, that x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then we think of two numbers that add up to make minus 2 and multiply to make minus 2, add up to make 1. That's just going to be 2 and minus 1. So we can say safely that x is equal to minus 2, which is over here, and x is equal to 1. Okay, standard stuff. Now what we need to do is we need to do the integral down here underneath this line, and we subtract it from the integral under this curve. The way we can do that is we can simply first and foremost write it out. So it's going to be the integral between 1 and minus 2 of 7 minus x squared dx minus the integral between 1 and minus 2, and it's the integral of x plus 5 dx, right? However, because they are both in the same range, we can just combine them into one integral, okay? So this is just 7 minus x squared minus x minus 5, okay, dx, which will just summarize and become between 1 and minus 2, 7 minus, no, not 7, 2 minus x squared dx, okay? So now let's integrate. If we integrate this, we get 2x minus a half x squared minus a third x cubed, and then we summarize, we substitute 1 and minus 2. So from here we get 2 minus a half minus a third minus, and then put that in brackets, minus 4, that will be minus 2, and then this will be, wait, no, this will be minus 2, this will be plus a third, yeah, 8 over 3, sure. And we're minusing all of that, and if we plug that into our calculators, we should get an answer of 4.5, which is our final answer. Did that explanation make sense? Then make sure you can subscribe so that you never miss another explanation like that. Now, let's look at another example. Y equals x squared and y equals 2x plus 3. The first thing we need to do is we need to find what x2 and x1 are. So let's solve this equation. In this case, x squared is going to equal 2x plus 3. Put everything on one side, so then this is x squared minus, 2x minus 3, which is equal to 0. And now let's think of a number that adds up to make minus 2 multiplies to make minus 3. That will be minus 1 and 3. So that will be x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 3. Perfect. So therefore we can say that x is equal to -1, and x is equal to 3. So now, let's work out what this area is. As you can tell, underneath the line is a much larger area, don't you think? So all we need to find out what all this area is, and then subtract it by this area. So in this case, it's going to be the integral, again, from 3 to -1, of 2x plus 3 minus x squared, okay, dx. So now let's carry out that integral. That's just going to be, again, between 3 and -1. We're going to have... Alright, you know what? I'm going to do it a different way. This is also a very valid way of carrying out an integral. We're going to do x squared plus 3x minus a third x cubed, which is the same as 3 squared plus 3 times 3 minus a third times 3 cubed. And then we're minusing 3 squared, not 3 squared, excuse me, minus 1 squared plus 3 times -1, and we're minusing a third times -1 as well. Okay? So that's just going to be 9 plus 9 minus 9. And then what are we doing? We're minusing the 1, because minus plus. Then we're plusing 3, because then that's -3. And then we're plusing a third. No, we're minusing a third, excuse me, because minus a third times -1. And if we plug all of that into our calculator, we should get that this area is 32 over 3. And that is our final answer. Need more help? No worries. Send me your questions and join my Discord server. The link will be in the description. And you can ask me any questions you want. Now let's get back into the video. So for the last question of the day, as you can see, it's underneath. How are we going to find the area between A and B? Well, we're given what A and B is, thank God. We know that x1 is 3, x2 is equal to 2, right? We know this. The issue is that it's underneath, which means that it's in reverse. So you know how, in this case, we can clearly see that this is the bigger area? Well, we still need to subtract it because remember, this is a negative area. So again, it's going to be this area minus this area. So A is just going to equal the integral of 2x minus 6, again between 3 and 2, minus x cubed plus 4x squared minus 3x dx. And then when we summarize that, that becomes minus x cubed plus 4x squared minus x minus 6 dx. Right, now let's carry out the integration. When we carry out the integration, we get minus a quarter x to the 4 plus 4/3 x cubed minus half x squared minus 6x, and this is all under 3 to 2. And then here we go. Let's plug our values in. We got minus a quarter times 3 to the 4 plus 4 over 3 times 3 to the 3 minus a half x. Sorry, not x. Because we know what x is. Our x is 3. And we're minusing 6 times 3. We're then going to subtract all of that from minus a quarter times 2 to the 4 plus 4 over 3, 2 to the 3 minus a half times 2 to the 2 minus 6 times 2. And we're left with 7/12. And that is our final answer. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys want to hear more from me and get tutored so you always pass your exams, drop me an email and we can organize a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.